Yes, please come. Take a seat. How are you, Gursimrat?
Good.
Good. So, we are here to interview you and we would like to know a little bit about you, although we have your draft. Just tell us a little bit.
Sir, as you mentioned, my name is Dr.Gursimrat Singh and I am from the city of Patiala, of Punjab state. And sir, I have done my primary and secondary education in Patiala, whereby I did my graduation in MBBS from Government Medical College, Patiala and Rajendra Hospital. So my hobbies are performing bhangra, playing basketball and participating in declamations.
Excellent. So, where are you based currently and what are you doing as of now?
Sir, I just completed my internship last month. So I'm fresh and graduation.
And in medicine, what will be your specialization if you go ahead with that?
Sir, I am more inclined towards dermatology.
There are a lot of elements in skin elements nowadays. Okay, Gursimrat, what is the state of healthcare in India as a whole nowadays? Healthcare systems, are they functioning efficiently? Pandemic also came and even now is still there. What is the overview of healthcare in India?
So overall, sir, the Indian healthcare system has many issues as well. But overall, it is going positive. But the COVID pandemic has put the health workforce on the toes. I think there is an issue of universal health coverage. The rural healthcare infrastructure is dwindling. I think there is affordability, accessibility issue. I think the rural healthcare, the gap needs to be bridged, and more of the health workers need to be motivated to work in the rural sector. Also, there needs to be technological upgradation, like as in pandemic, we had national tele mental health and national tele OPD facilities like in E-Sanjeevani portal. Also, we had COVID portal. So I think the use of technology can be boosted in that.
But the numbers are short, even overall. Like you are saying, people should be encouraged to work in the rural areas. That's important.
Yes.
But the shortage of doctors, nurses, paramedical staff, how will we cope up with that?
So I think yes, there is a shortage of doctors. But I think some of the innovative steps like converting the existing tertiary medical hospitals into the medical colleges that can utilize the existing infrastructure in optimum utilization and promote the seats as well. So that can bridge, and the doctors can be incentivized and can be rewarded on social media to work in the rural sector. That can bridge.
Tell me, you've heard of hospital administration, of course. So that is a specialized kind of area, but in the past, what happens? A good doctor becomes the head of the administration also. Administration is another field altogether. So these specialized courses for hospital administration are not producing enough numbers. And specialists in medicine are becoming administrators. They may not be able to handle it that well. And here we have a shortage of time for their actual work. So what should be done to bridge the gap?
So yes, sir, there is much workload upon the doctors, and I think specialized administrative training can be done in hospital administration, so that they can utilize their skills in administration per se. Or another idea which is in the pipeline is the Indian Health Service, as per the All India Service, which can be created a specialized cadre for the health workers, the MBBS graduates, which can train in the hospital administration.
Have you heard of any specific course in hospital administration in India which place is running it? Any particular course run by Delhi, AIIMS or somewhere in hospital administration? Have you heard of any such course?
So some of the private institutes are providing in Symbiosis and other Tata Institute, Bombay, they are providing hospital administration. But the hospitals are not able to utilize the potential of them.
We are talking about administration, so let us come to leadership.
Yes.
Generic, not connected to healthcare. So leadership qualities in 2022, are they different from what they were supposed to be, let's say 20 years ago, 40 years ago? What are the requirements of leaders today?
So I think with the evolving time, the challenges and the opportunities, they have been increasing. And I think the leaders today, they need to upgrade with the technology and other issues which are upcoming in the world, like climate change, the technology and other issues. They need to upgrade themselves to work for the clear objectives and vision as per the today's challenges. So I think so the times have changed.
But what are the timeless qualities that leaders should have, this is one part. The other part of certain things have not changed.
Yes.
Just name a few leadership qualities, and also if you can add, what are the qualities that you possess out of them?
So I believe the qualities I possess would be integrity, having confidence and clear vision, what are the objectives, and so taking together the teamwork as acquired in my internship duties by taking the initiative and coordinating with the team, having a clear vision. So these are the qualities, and having a positive outlook and keep the members engaged and motivated towards the clear objectives.
What is your view on people skills as opposed to technology skills? Many people, they lack people skills. So elaborate on this.
Yes, sir. In today's world, I think the communication skills or the people-to-people, interpersonal, intrapersonal communication is very important, so that you can clearly deliver your messages and what is the vision of the team or the organization, and you can engage the people. Your message has to be delivered, and the people are trusted in your deliveries. It's very important.
Name two world leaders who have impressed you in the last 5-7 years or currently, world leaders. Leave aside India for a minute. Any country's leadership which is impressing, which has impressed you in the recent past?
Sir, Barack Obama from USA and from India, Sir APG Kalam. These two leaders are.
But I said not India, any other? Barack Obama from US, alright.
Sir, others would be. What would we call other names?
Who is
These
the-
two leaders are the one.
Who is the youngest head of government in the world? Any idea at the moment? A lady?
So I think in Barbados there was a. I don't know.
Finland also.
Yes, sir, a lady head is.
Who is the Prime Minister of New Zealand?
So that also they have a female team prime minister.
Sorry,
They have a female prime minister.
you don't remember the name.
Names.
What has been her role during the pandemic? Have you read anything about her?
Yes, sir. The New Zealand was very effective in controlling the cases, and there was very less cases in New Zealand. I think the isolation centers, and they were able to control the virus there itself, and in a very with their infrastructure, limited infrastructure, they I think controlled the cases were controlled in a isolated manner.
So Gursimrat, you have mentioned in your interest that you have participated in many declamations, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us the best declamation you ever had and on which topic it was?
Sir, lastly, the last one which I did in my medical college, it was on mental health program. I think that was I was awarded the second prize.
So, considering India, do you think that there are some serious problems related to mental health with the major population?
So I think India is having a huge population. Also, with the pandemic, the mental health issue has been exacerbated. There has been due to the loss of livelihoods, and also due to the deaths and other insecurities. I think the mental health is a burning issue. So I think the recent budget also came up with the national tele-mental health program, opening 23 nodal centers. I think the need of the hour is encouraging, promoting more counselors and psychiatrists, so that it is not a social stigma to discuss about mental health. I think physical and mental health both are important. I think more counselors and psychiatrists need to be roped in, especially in the schools and colleges, so that students are be able to overcome with the latest challenges and they can handle stress well.
Where do you think that in urban areas or in the rural areas mental health problems are more? In which area?
So I think both have their different set of issues, but I think the urban challenges are more because there is a competition among the students, there is a livelihood problem, there is a cultural problem as well. I think there is pollution as well. So the upcoming challenges in the urban areas will pose more of the mental health issues which the citizen needs to cope up with.
Okay. And another you have written that you listen to the Punjabi song also.
Yes.
So who is your favorite singer?
Sir, I like the folk music of Satinder Sartaaj.
Okay. So you are more inclined towards the Sufi.
Yes.
Okay, you have to choose between two words, nationalism or humanity. Which one word appeals to you more?
I think both are important. I think having loyalty and a set of integrity towards the nation and being a good citizen itself leads to the working for humanity as well. So I think both are
That's a
important.
diplomatic answer. You have to choose one.
I would say humanity because the world is a whole as humanity.
And why is India abstaining from human rights abuse in Ukraine? Why is India siding with Russia?
So I think India took a very pragmatic stance. We were though we abstained from the board due to our old strategic ties with Russia, but also we were the first one to send the humanitarian aids to the Ukraine, and we also evacuated our medical students under the Operation Clean Ganga. So I think India is handling both the.
Do you think UNSC needs reform?
So the multilateral institution UN needs reforms on many fronts, like their ability to tackle such emergencies, also on climate front, the peacekeeping forces. I think they need to reform on the permanent members. I think it needs to be widespread to other continents, and countries like India, Africa, they need to be represented in the UN. So it is a multi-representative institution.
Recently, Russia was suspended from United Nations Human Rights Council. Do you think that was the right decision?
So I think India's stand of abstaining from it. I think proper investigation must be done in the Bucha area where there were human rights violations, and after proper investigation, action can be taken against them. But
You have opted for IPS over IAS or IFS.
yes.
So, and you are from medical background. So, what prompted you to opt for police services? Because we can say that cybercrime and all technicalities involved in crime, a lot of engineers are also opting. So, why a medical student should opt for IPS as its first preference?
Yes, sir. There are three primary reasons for it. Sir, firstly, I have been and I am very passionate about policing as a service. So, secondly, my maternal uncle is serving as an police IPS officer, who has been a source of inspiration, having watched him closely. So, also, I think IPS provides multiple challenges and also opportunities to work in the specialized fields of law and order, crime investigation, and disaster management, which have keen interest.
Can you name one major internal security issue and one major external security issue which India needs to deal on priority?
Sir, there are many internal security issues, especially in Punjab being a border state, in JNK as well, and also in Northeast. We need to the peace and harmony and the disturbed areas. That is also important as per the internal security
You have to
perspective.
choose one from internal and one from external. Which one is?
So I think in the Northeast there has been recent clashes and due to the first issue as well. In Northeast, more integration and security measures need to be there in Northeast from the internal security perspective.
And from external?
As per now, the Pakistan has a political instability, and I think external security.
Who has been appointed the new Prime Minister of Pakistan?
Sir, Mr. Sharif.
Can you give the full name?
Sir, I'm not aware of the name.
No.
You talked about the police.
Yes, sir.
If I say that the police needs an image makeover, what do you say on this statement?
So I think the police as an institution is for the security and the safety of the people. So I think the image, there is a perception among the public and fear. I think that has to be bridged because public police trust is very crucial. And I think innovative models like community policing, like community patrolling models in Rajasthan, and also such innovative methods by engaging the public can bridge this trust deficit.
And if you look at government as a whole, whenever a person or a citizen has to approach the government for any work, there is still a certain amount of uncertainty and sometimes transparency is lacking, confidence is lacking. They expect that it will take a lot of time, so the person is resigned to his fate in a way. What can be done to improve the perception of the government as a whole and the delivery of services? There are two parts to the question.
So I think due to the immense population and multiple facilities, the government needs to there are delays, I understand, with the delivery of the services. But I think the perception can be changed by the technologies like e-governance, and they can increase the transparency. And I think services like single window clearance services with better delivery of services. Also, some of the services can be given at the doorstep. So I think e-governance and this coordination more in the departments, in the Seva Kendras or the service delivery departments, that can be measured.
Any concrete examples of e-governance projects that you've heard about which have been very successful?
Sir, the recent Swamitva scheme of the land record digitalization by our PM, I think it's a good step on the digitalization of land records so that the owners can be given the land record identity card, and that land can be utilized for revenue for the generation of the state. Also the e-Bhumi project in Karnataka, which was already there, So that is also good e-governance initiative.
Have you heard of MCA 21?
Yes.
What is it?
So it is not aware of full form, but it's a method of statisticians used in the GDP calculation. They have shifted to the MCA 21 standards.
But I am referring to the Ministry of Company Affairs,
Yes.
Corporate Affairs. So that software enables companies to file their returns and their information without any human intervention.
Yes.
It's also an example of e-governance which is used. Okay, switching to another side, farmers' suicides have been a problem in some states, including Punjab. And farmers' issues have not really been resolved. We saw the agitation which took place. Some decision has been taken by government to kind of rescind or at least delay the implementation of the laws. What are your views as a whole?
So I think the basic issue in the farmers of Punjab and Haryana, I think due to the historical green revolution, although we were self-sufficient in food security, but I think it also posed multiple challenges as well. Like it's the monoculture of the wheat and rice, which is in Punjab, has led to the deterioration of soil health and also the depletion of groundwater table, which has led to agricultural distress as of now. So I think the crop diversification has to be promoted on war footing. The crop diversification to pulses and oilseeds, and also the farmer producer organization as per the government target, 10,000 farmer producer organization, so that the farmers can collectively produce the harvest and they can export it in the market. So I think these steps and also the food processing industries can be promoted so that the agriculture is better remunerated.
And the political element, is any comment you have on the political element of the recent agitation and the government response?
So the recent farm laws were they were a welcome step. The three laws, first being the promotion of trade in the multiple states, and second the contract farming, and third of the essential commodities. The farm laws were a welcome step, but I think the farmers were not put into trust, and they felt bypassed, that they were not put into discussion and deliberation. So I think the agitations were due to that. I think the government, by taking them on the discussion table, that the laws are for them, their benefit only. I think with their apprehensions being resolved about the MSP, they can again come up with the better reform laws.
Name two very exciting Indian sports persons at the international level, not Neeraj Chopra, some others, who have caught your interest, attention in the last few months or years.
So one is the game I play basketball. Satnam Singh represents, he's from Punjab, he represents in NBA in Dallas Mavericks team, and he's very tall and performs very well in that. So one is, I follow him. And second would be Sir P.V. Sindhu in badminton. He is also bringing accolades in the Olympics as well in the World Championships.
Accepted, although Sindhu is now senior, but okay. Have you heard of Pragnananda?
Pragnananda. So no.
He's gaining a lot of attention.
Chess grandmaster.
Yes.
He defeated whom recently? Magnus Carlsen.
Yes, sir.
He beat
The world.
Pragnananda, the name is very long, he has extra G's and N's and D and H because of the astrologers. But the word is Pragnananda, simple. Okay, my last question to you. The youth of India, two things which can be done to make them, to give them the right environment to succeed. Two things.
So I think first would be the education system, the more of the motivation in the right from the school level. I think the new education policy also transforms it. They need to be made more critical thinking and also interested in vocational education and co-curriculars. One would be that. The second would be opening up opportunities in sports as well, as we are only, I think, limited to cricket and in some parts only other games. I think the sports culture can be rejuvenated in India in games such as basketball, badminton, wrestling and shooting. So that also the other games, so that the youth is, we can reap the demographic dividend in sports as well.
Yes. A couple of questions.
So Gursimrat, tell me your 2 weak points and 2 strong points.
Sir, starting from the strengths, I think I have good leadership skills and I have qualities like integrity, empathy and compassion.
Any one example when you have proved to be a very good leader?
Sir, during my starting of the school, I was the head boy, and in the school, I had managed all the students well, and also in the college, I was the head of the cultural committee, and I think I was able to organize the cultural fest to my best of my capabilities. I think that enhance my skills.
And weak points?
Sir, weak points, sir, one would be, sir, I have a bad handwriting, which I am improving upon.
Doctors?
Dr.
And second would be, sir, sometimes I get angry if the work is not done on time, but I try to improve upon that. I remain calm and improve upon the situation.
Okay, so tell me 5 specialities of Tarn.
Sir, my birthplace Tarn, sir. Yes, sir. It is the 19th district of Punjab. It was formed. It was founded by the 5th Guru, Shri Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Third, sir, it has the famous Gurdwara Darbar Sahib, which is a replica of Harmandir Sahib. And fourth, sir, it has the largest holy water tank, the largest Makeover in the world. Tarn has.
Name of that tank?
Sir, it is in the Darbar Sahib Gurdwara. So it is called Holy Reservoir. And fifth would be, sir, Tarn is famous for the historical Gurdwaras and sex sentiments. Being a border state.
What do you know about Harike Patan?
Yes, sir. The Harike Patan is a wetland site in the near to Tarn Beas River.
Why do you think that the amphibious bus that was started there, that project failed?
Sir, I'm not aware of the details, but I think the project was not sustainable itself due to the local ecology, and the local marine life was also suffering because of that. I think it's a wetland. Firstly, it has to be made remunerative. The ecotourism can be there, but I think more other alternatives can be developed over there.
Okay, have you read today's newspaper, Gursimrat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what are the major headlines? It's one news which you feel is the headline for today.
Sir, the Sri Lankan crisis, which that they are facing the debt and they have taken help
What are
from
3 main reasons why Sri Lanka is in such a mess?
Sir, basically there was economic crisis due to the first reason would be due to the pandemic. The tourism industry was hit and they couldn't get the revenue. So the second was their model of organic farming. They 100% they relied on the organic farming, and the food production got jeopardized due to their production. And
Which Indian state has a distinction of becoming the first ever organic state?
Goa has Sikkim has
Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Sir, I believe, sir, I would be in the short term, I would be serving to my best of my capabilities in my service I am allotted. So second,
So you are confident you will be allotted?
yes, sir, I visualize myself.
Thank you. Go for it.
Additional SP Tarn. Thank you very much. We will close now.